No way. A hidden replacement key. That was too easy. As if it wanted to be found. Locked. Of course. It fits. That was almost too easy. It's pitch black. I can't even see my own hands. There's something funny about that picture. Oops! A hidden switch. This must be the main fuse. Cherry pie. If there's something I can't stand, it's cherry pie and hot coffee. Electrical cables. Cherry pie. If there's something I can't stand, it's cherry pie and hot coffee. This is the end of nowhere. I wonder if these postcards would ever reach their destination. This one shows a map of the area. I'll take it with me. Quite off the beaten track. Again, that ghastly tune. Looks dusty. 20% bun, 5% cold cuts, and 75% cling film. Thanks, but no thanks. Extra large, no refill. coffee. If there's something I can't stand, it's cherry pie and hot coffee. Zip. Not a chance. I need to find some gas and engine coolant first. Tiny Rock gas station. Now they are working again. Drink up. You must be dying of thirst. Those pliers won't help me with that. Not until I have found a way to cool down the engine. Looks dusty. Not until I have found a way to cool down the... Hansen's ice cream. I used to love it when I was little. If it wasn't for the sand and rubble, the impenetrable darkness, the legions of bugs, and that awful... This sure could make a nice place for a picnic. Cold as ice. Exactly what I need. There you go. Have some Kool-Aid. Done. Finally, we can make off again. Oh, come on. Start already. It's that darn oil pump again. Looks like we'll be stuck here for a while.
sure this is the right place. When's the next bus back to the city? Beverly, I have arrived. I feel spewed out into the most barren, dark void of Europe. All things considered, this could most likely be the best vacation ever. Feeling chilled out already. Ah yes, that's where I am. The next city is like 1,000 miles away. The bus stop. My gateway to the outside world. Brr, looks cold. Its heydays are over. Its heydays are over. A hiking map of the region. The upper section has been torn off. Arrived at destination after a short walk. Trüberbrook, a tranquil little town. Seems a bit run down. I must say, Beverly, I absolutely fell in love with this town already. That's probably the town's landmark. There's a selection of local charcuterie on display. Würstebrei, Stippgrütze, Schlagte Platte, Pothoeker, Tote Oma. That's probably the town's landmark. That's not the way to the guest house. Wooden fences always remind me of my old neighborhood. Beverly, I discovered the local movie theater, Mobius Palace. The favorite genres around here appear to be Western and noir. I should check into my room first before I start exploring the town. Evening.
Hey. Nobody there, huh?
Doesn't seem so. I should check in first. That's quite a few fishing rods they have there. Hello? I'm not going to give up.
Good afternoon. How can I help you, darling?
There's a room reserved for me. You know the lottery? I won a stay over here.
You won? How can you win a stay in Trüberbrook?
Well, actually, I don't really remember taking part in any lottery myself. Yet I received this winning notification.
What was the name again?
Name's Tannhauser.
Tannhauser, 11hauser. Oh, Dr. Hans Tannhauser. Oh yes, here we have it.
Say, is it a quiet room?
Seeking some peace and quiet,
Well, I'm working on a text and I could really use some serenity.
Text? Are you a kind of writer or something?
Normally, I work for a university. Right now, I'm writing a paper on quantum physics.
I've heard worse. You arrived just in time for the big anniversary celebration. Trüberbrook is a bit noisier than usual around these days. But apart from that, I'd say you have nothing to worry about in terms of disturbance. Here's your key, Dr. Tannhauser. My name is Trude, by the way.
If you don't mind, where are all the other guests?
Let's put it this way. The season in Trüberbrook is already over.
I get the impression the season has been over for some time. What?
Please, you've got to help me.
Did that guy just disappear with my paper? Something unusual happened. There was an uninvited guest in my room tonight. Now that he's escaped, I'm going to chase him down. I don't want to mess up the crime scene. What is this? Some kind of goo. At least it seems the burglar didn't rummage through the cabinet. I better not. It'll start raining in. It seems rather unpleasant outside. I don't want to go back to bed. I'm on a... Where did he go? Darkest night. In the pale starlight, this village appears to be composed of jagged silhouettes and loneliness. trail of goo. The thief must have left it behind. A trail of goo. The thief must have left it behind. The trail leads further uptown.
Hey there. Taking a little night stroll?
Someone was in my room.
You only just got here and you already have secret admirers?
No, it was a burglar. I think.
Well, I haven't seen anyone sneaking around here, but if I were you, I would probably follow these somewhat extremely obvious footprints.
You've got a point there. Please excuse me. This situation is growing aggravating. I followed the person who stole my notes into a kind of dead-end street. And now he's vanished. Picture me standing here at the edge of the world, stripped of my writings.
I wonder who on Earth would steal a paper on quantum physics. Do you like ghost stories? It is said that a Proto-Germanic cult used to live up here in the mountains. They prayed to the spirits of the forests. I know it's a long shot, but maybe this visitor of yours is one of those spirits?
Evil spirits?
Nonsense, I was just trying to mess with you. What was your name again? Tenhauser? Name's Gretchen. I'm an anthropologist. In fact, those old Proto-Germanic ritual grounds just so happen to be my special subject. One of them is supposedly somewhere around here, though I haven't been able to find it yet.
Gretchen, well met. Now that's all well and good, but what am I going to do without my notes?
You know what? I'm going to help you track down that burglar. It looks like he escaped with one of the old gondolas. I bet he's hiding somewhere in the mountains, which, incidentally, is also where I was heading. Come on, you're a scientist. You're coming with me now and you're going to help me find this ritual site. Who knows, maybe you'll even find your evil spirit there. The one with an interest in quantum whatchamacallits. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. So what do you say? You with me? Ha! I knew you had the spirit of adventure in you. Are you ready to go? I'm ready to go. The early bird catches the worm and all that. We have to find a way up the mountain. It would be easiest if we used a cable car. I reckon that's also what our friend thought.
The cable car doesn't exactly appear to be in pristine condition. What do you think?
Don't worry, I'm sure I can fix this. I can't fix this. The master key is missing and a weasel damaged the electric mains.
Maybe it was the burglar who did this.
The plan. I'll hold the position and try my best. Why don't you take a look around town? We need the master key for the cable car. Also, we need to override the broken mains. Think you can remember that?
I'll try to remember.
Let's go. This is going to be fun.
It seems you need a special key to get the thing running.
Indeed, mastermind. Did you already ask around town? Maybe someone there has it.
Locked. This old generator is running at maximum strength. It's even sending out sparks. Time waits for no man, not even in Trüberbrook. I discovered a modern telecommunication system further uptown. This might be important to anybody wondering if the world is still turning at the end of the line. Hello? Anybody there? What was that? Locked.
Are you okay? Do you have brain damage?
It's a well-known fact that weasels have a dangerously loving affection towards all sorts of cables. The present case suggests a rather impressive specimen, judging by the thickness of the cable. Last resort, self-termination. I've already made an entry on this. Time waits for no man, not even in Trüberbrook. I discovered a modern telecommunication system for this might be. Good morning.
Excuse me, sir?
Are you all right?
Please don't ask. I can't even savor my cognac as long as this terrible table keeps on wobbling. This table, it has a wobble. Everything's going down the drain around here.
Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Tenhauser.
This establishment you call your own has quite the charm.
A family business for more than 75 years. Actually, I took over the guest house together with my brother. But now it's just me and my little daughter.
I've heard enough. Thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
Can you tell me something about the old cable car?
The cable car leads up to the old mine. It used to belong to the Baron von Sülz. Then this company from overseas forced him to sell it.
What about this mysterious company you were talking of?
They are called Millennium Cooperative or something like that. A very dubious corporation. They have connections to the top, if you know what I mean. Way up to the highest circles of power.
What became of the people working the mine?
More and more outsiders came to town. Nobody knows what they were actually doing in the mines. Some went missing, some went crazy. Who can tell? At one point, they even bought the old sanitarium in order to provide housing for their workers. That was before the mine shut down, of course.
I've heard enough. Thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
This establishment you call your own has quite the charm.
A family business for more than 75 years. Actually, I took over the guest house together with my brother. But now it's just me and my little daughter.
I've heard enough. Thank you.
Anything else I can do?
I'll be leaving then.
Make yourself at home, Mr. Tenhauser. By the way, the buffet is open. Please help yourself.
Please ring bell for service. We only serve small pots of coffee outside the restaurant. Locked.
Please don't stand there.
What's that you're watching?
Never seen a TV before?
Coming up next, a new episode of Rocket Ship Andromeda.
Have you been living under a rock? With a TV set you can take journeys to other worlds. Now that I think of it, I have never seen you here before. Are you from another world as well?
You bet I am. My name is Hans. I just arrived from Berlin.
Hey Hans, I'm Leni. My mom owns the place.
70,000 light years from home, the rocket ship has stranded in star system Omega 3.
Is Berlin also in star system Omega 3?
Close. Omega 4. That's right next to it.
So you know the place.
You bet I do.
Star Cybernetation Commander Aurora is searching for a way back home.
And what do you do for a living? Are you a famous cybernetician too?
I'm a quantum physicist.
Quantum what? Anyways, I'm going to be a star cybernetician.
Only Commander Aurora can disintegrate.
So, can you make
No, that's not even possible.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, that's not even possible.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it.
Yet.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
See, I told you so.
Stay tuned, folks. We will be right back after a few consumer-oriented product endorsements.
My uncle knew how to make things disappear as well. I also know where, but I mustn't tell anyone on Earth.
Your uncle was a wizard?
Wizards? They aren't even real.
So, what do I have to do to make you tell me?
There's only one thing I can think of. Can you prove you're not an Earthling?
I'll think of something. This can must have fallen off the table. They serve traditionally hearty local meals in this place. Apparently, a few maggots found themselves a lovely home in there. A dim oil painting showing a couple of withering roses in a vase. Some of the varnish is starting to come off. How poetic. Before you even know, the world lies in ruins. I hope this isn't a bad omen. There's something lying on the floor. It's a massage rod. Somebody must have misplaced it. I don't want to mess up the crime scene. Just a hanger. Empty. I don't want to mess up the crime scene. I would probably hurt myself. Look, this is the star log I'm using to stay in contact with my home planet. Just met human child Lenny, keeper of a cosmic secret.
Awesome. Is this a star log for real? May I please?
My pleasure.
This is Lenny of planet Earth speaking. My uncle had a secret stash hidden under a loose plank in room 3.
Room 3? That happens to be my room.
Room 3 used to be where my uncle Heinz lived.
And where is your uncle now?
My mom says he is now living on planet No Good. Hey, mister!
Excuse me, didn't mean to. Locked. Good morning.
Morning,
I'll be leaving then.
Make yourself at home, Mr. Tenhauser.
You better keep your distance. This table has a horrible wobble.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir?
I've been wondering about that cable car.
I don't want to think about the old cable car. This wobbling table is simply unbearable. It's driving me crazy.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir?
Ah, never mind. Hilarious the Unready, Margrave of Trüberbrook. Conqueror of the Dragon, Savior of Trüberbrook, yep. In the year of our Lord, 1250. A beautiful, healthy tree. I don't think it's in the mood for that right now. This cat again. Subject. Brr, looks cold. Subject, species reintroduction. Although I can't return the tuna to the wild as long as it's in the can. It seems you need a special key to get the thing running.
Indeed, mastermind. Did you already ask around town? Maybe someone there has it.
Hi.
Hey.
About the cable car. Question. What that we needed that key for?
We need the master key to get the cable car running in the first place. Why don't you take a look around town? Anything else I can help you with?
No thanks.
Good. I'll try some.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir?
Ah, never mind. Good morning.
Excuse me, sir?
I've been wondering about that cable car.
I don't want to think about the old cable car. This wobbling table is simply unbearable. It's driving me crazy.
I don't think it's in the mood for that right now. A hiking map of the region. The upper section has been torn off. There's a regular every other week. Subject, species reintroduction. Although I can't return the tuna to the wild as long as it's in the can. That? Brr, looks cold. I don't think it's in the mood for that right now. Note to self. I don't want to take this with me, but I love... I'll save you, my little friend. I don't want to take this with me. If anywhere, it belongs in the trash. I don't want to take this with me. If anywhere, it belongs in the trash. I don't want to take this with me. If anywhere, it belongs in the trash. I don't think it's in the mood for that right now. Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
You've got yourself a nice spot here.
It's heartbreaking to see the town in decline like this. Everything's going down the drain.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
I've been wondering about that cable car.
I don't want to think about the old cable car. This wobbling table is simply unbearable. It's driving me crazy.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
Ah, never mind. I don't want to cover up these... Fresh airs. Now look at all these fishing rods. Quite the collection.
You can borrow one if you like, but only in exchange for a pawn. They have a tendency to get lost otherwise.
Pawn? You mean deposit? Now look at all these fishing rods. Quite the collection.
You can borrow one if you like, but only in exchange for a pawn. They have a tendency to get lost otherwise.
Pawn? You mean deposit? I don't want to mess up the crime scene. Empty. Huh. There really is a hidden stash below. Loads of useless junk, and an almost empty bottle of schnapps. I'll only take the schnapps. I don't think it's in the mood for that right now. Marked. Wooden fences always remind me of my old neighborhood. I don't want to cover up these people's works of art. I don't want to. There's a selection of local charcuterie on display. Würstebrei, Stippgrütze, Schlagte Platte. The time-traveling machine. Complete nonsense from a quantum mechanical perspective. The mysterious village. Who is into this kind of stuff? There's a clothesline up there, right under my window. Locked. This leads to the rooms. No. Maybe somebody hid their money in there. Supplemental. I'm afraid the condition of my room is far below expected. No. No. I don't think it's in the mood. Am I expected to just use my hands to hold it in the water? Brr, looks cold. Am I expected to just use my hands to hold it in the water? Subject, species reintroduction. Although I can't return the tuna to the wild as long as it's in the can. A beautiful, healthy tree. Am I expected to just use my hands to hold it in the water? This cat again. Its heydays are over. Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
Are you all right?
Please don't ask. I can't even savor my cognac as long as this terrible table keeps on wobbling.
This cat again. Now look at all these fishing rods. Quite the collection.
You can borrow one if you like, but only in exchange for a pawn. They have a tendency to get lost otherwise.
Pawn? You mean deposit? Empty. I've already made an entry on this. Supplemental. I'm afraid the condition of my room is far below expected. No. Now look at all these fishing rods. Quite the collection.
You can borrow one if you like, but only in exchange for a pawn.
Pawn? You mean... Would this be an adequate deposit for the fishing rod?
I'm afraid not. It should be something that attracts attention, but has no real importance. Something you can do without while you are on fishing tour. Oh, thanks. For me?
Does this device suffice as a deposit in exchange for the fishing rod?
Yes, feel free to leave it here.
Yes, that sounds like a good deal.
Just...
I don't... Well then, good catch. What the... can opener? This cat again. I don't think it's in the mood for that right now. This cat again. I don't think it's in the mood for that right now.
Excuse me, sir?
I've been wondering about that cable car.
I don't want to think about the old cable car. This wobbling table is simply unbearable. It's driving me crazy.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir?
You've got yourself a nice spot here.
It's heartbreaking to see the town in decline like this. Everything's going down the drain, just like this wobbly table.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir?
Are you all right?
Please don't ask. I can't even savor my cognac as long as this terrible table keeps on wobbling.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir?
Ah, never mind. It might be able to support a glass of beer, but not this table. Actually, it just needs one more mu. The only thing more stable than a beer coaster was 2 beer coasters. And I think I finally understand what he meant.
Thank you, but I believe this ordinary table is not deserving of your delicate tablecloth.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir?
Ah, never mind. It might actually... The only thing more stable than a beer coaster was... I think I finally... There's a clothesline up there, right under my window. The antenna provides TV reception for the guest house. Small ads, postings, announcements. They're holding a town fair tonight with a band and a raffle. Exciting. Now it's a case for the metal restorer. I professionally disassembled this town's landmark, an old set of armor, in a fit of passion. Note to self, make another appointment with the clinical psychologist.